Why did you steal those artifacts?
Steal? Nah, that's not true, I assure you. At most, I merely borrowed them. Because I have a mind to create a very beautiful artwork myself. Steal is too strong a word. What's more, I didn't perform any of the heists. And didn't I have Ron reveal the Vizbanes to you? I even sent you the perpetrator. I am speaking of Ron, of course. But we will have enough time to discuss the details after I finish my masterpiece. And then I will return Ron to you alive and well. How does that sound?
Despicable. Do you really expect me to negotiate with a monster like you?
Why not? After all, this isn't the first time we've worked together.
What in the blazes are you talking about?
I had Ron accuse those Vizbanes merely to misdirect your attention to those underlings, to ensure no one suspected Ron. That was it. It was such a silly little lie, just like claiming a glass ball to be a pearl. I didn't think there was a snowball's chance in hell you would buy it. But who would have thought? The lockdowns were lifted. It was a godsend, let me tell you. But you never really believed the lie, did you, Athena? Of course not. You couldn't be that stupid. But you didn't want to make a fuss before the big ceremony, did you? I knew the moment I'd laid eyes on you that you were someone full of contradictions. You were worried about the possibility that the council would delay or even cancel the ceremony. And so you were willing to grasp at straws if it ensured that the ceremony would open as planned. And then lightning struck twice. We had the issue with the AGI mechas, and yet again, I found a willing accomplice happy not to look behind the curtain. What a pity that your instincts eventually won out. And that you're not as stupid as you seem. What a pity, Athena. You could convince others, but you could never quite convince yourself, could you? You just had to come back for a second check.
Stop talking like that! You don't know a thing!
Oh my! You look positively furious. Are you angry at me, Athena? That was a close one! You are good, Athena. I wouldn't be your match until my seal is released. Nevertheless, you are quite out of sorts, aren't you, Athena? A confused mind leads to a clumsy sword. And now is my time to outwit you. What exactly makes your sword clumsy, Athena? It was something I said, right? Or it's that you just can't help but hold back from murdering my poor host, can you? Or... Ah, I get it now. Showtime.
Mintha, Luke, look after our guests.
You are detained. Please, do not resist.
Hey, I've got a question for you. When you decided to suppress the investigation, did you think you could handle everything? You know, with your modifier power? And what if you'd have failed? Did you think about that?
Nonsense! These words won't distract me!
Well, you sound pretty distracted to me.
You've reached.
I won't stop talking.
I love kids like you who know how
I
to
wanted
behave.
to resolve this peacefully. This is your requiem.
morn with me.
Order in a
Reverberating daylight dawns. Come, our play is not over until the curtain
This
call.
isn't over yet.
You might look angry, but you're pulling your punches, aren't you? Are you worried about breaking these pretty, little, precious treasures? This centennial ceremony, these valuable artworks, 100 years of law and order in Amorphis. You're afraid these will be destroyed, right?
This is where faith gathers.
What? What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna destroy them all!
You have long lost your way. So, the end was doomed long ago, as expected.
No! What are you doing? These are...
Yes, I know. These are a century of Amorphi's greatest works, the winning artifacts of all previous artists' ceremonies. Each one is an irreplaceable masterpiece. Yes, and yet I still want to destroy them. I want to destroy everything that you want to protect.
No! Stop!
Hey, servants, try harder, will you? Destroy them all. Right. How about a little heat in here?
No! I promised my grandmother we would protect this!
It's just terrible. Are you going to beg? Well, I'm not so hard-hearted. Beg, and I'll tell them to stop.
I beg you.
Huh?
Please, do not destroy any more of the temple. I beg you.
Bow your head when you apologize to me. All right, then. Tricked you, didn't I? Oh, fallen asleep? What a shame. What with this seal and all. Otherwise, you'd be done for. That reminds me, there was something I was supposed to do. Finally. I really am quite brilliant. Who else could have done this on Master Turing's behalf? To Artus's credit, he made quite a masterpiece. Even here, it stands head and shoulders above the other artifacts. Ron told me the ancient tales. Anyone who locks eyes with Medusa is turned to stone. But not being human, I don't think I need to worry about that. So how did the gods defeat Medusa according to the legend? They used a mirror to reflect her own gaze back on her. She herself was then turned to stone. And here I am, doing the very same thing.
Freedom! Freedom!
The day has finally come! You can no longer imprison me, cursed mirror! Die! Die! Phew. Well, that was nice. All right then. And now for the Sapphira Core. Pardon me for helping myself to it.
Wow! Admin, look at that screen! What a picture!
That's a live replay from the Painters Association. The association evaluates the best works produced in every 5-year period and put the best 10 forward for the ceremony to judge. It's quite a few, but paintings do get admitted to the temple more often than other works. Competition is extremely fierce.
I'm so tired.
Please persevere, milady. Lady Hades said that you must try to see the whole ceremony this year.
But I didn't even sleep for a full 20 hours yesterday. What?
What's wrong, milady?
How?
What happened, Oneroy?
The seed of dreams is collapsing. Is that real, Drowsy?
Who did you plant a seed of dreams into? Lady Hades didn't say you could do that, did she?
But Hades asked me to put one into Ron. And it's gone. It disappeared just now.
What's a seed of dreams?
Oneroy can enter others' dreams. The seed greatly amplifies this ability, allowing her to observe a person's dreamscape whenever she wants to, no matter the distance. There's only a few ways a seed of dreams can be destroyed. When the person dies, when they are under Visbane attack, or if a person enters the source layer.
None of those are good.
Oneroy, can you sense where Ron is right now?
I can sense where his seed of dreams was before it began to weaken. It was over there.
It's the Stellaris Temple.
Am I dreaming? Is this the temple? No, this is all real. That guy ruined all this. Ruined the temple.
Athena?
Hera?
Is this the same temple we just visited? What happened?
I'm picking up a strong Bane energy signal nearby. I think a lot of Vizbanes just came through. Athena, what happened?
I'm sorry. This was all my fault.
Huh? What do you mean?
The silver coin. The tulip. The stolen items.
Look at all the data stored by the mirror. Hold on, is that it? Does this object hold the coordinates of the Sapphira core? How's that even possible? Why would the coordinates be in a mirror? And judging from its state, someone has already used it!
Someone was manipulating Ron. A Vizbane called Ladon is the real mastermind behind the thefts and everything that's happened since.
Ladon? And where are they now?
I don't know. They were gone when I woke up.
The coordinates can open a doorway to the Sapphira core's location on the source layer. If a Vizbane really has the coordinates, then that's really, really bad news.
I'll open a gateway to the source layer with my access permissions.
No way! The coordinates have already been used. You won't be able to find the Sapphira core in the source layer unless you have them.
Well, we have to do something. We have to find it.
Drowsy thinks there might be another way. Okay. I see. The seed of dreams in Ron's body has disintegrated, but it still left a trail that can show me what path he's taken. We might be able to follow that trail.
And find their current location.
Yes, you're right. Drowsy will lead us.
Let's go!
Wait. How long are you just going to sit there? Did you hear any of that? If the Visbanes get their hands on the Sapphire core, Amorphes is finished.
They've already destroyed everything I've ever wanted to protect.
What do you mean?
It was my fault for stopping the investigation early. I just didn't want anything to delay the ceremony. That allowed him to get exactly what he wanted, and let him destroy the temple.
That's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking is, what are you going to do now?
The Knights of Convallaria exist to protect Omorphi society and artwork. The ceremony represents the beginning of a new order. The Stellaris Temple is the result of centuries of glorious, peaceful artistic development. And yet, here we are. The temple was destroyed under my watch during the very ceremony we swore to protect.
Enough. Feeling sorry for yourself won't change a thing. Is this how you react to adversity? By crawling into a corner and feeling sorry for yourself? You seem so confident in front of your knights. So disappointing. And who cares about the temple anyway? You already gave up your cello for a career in the Knights. Are you going to abandon this as well for just a few dead artifacts? This is ridiculous. Okay then. Stay here and die with your precious artwork.
Are we really just going to leave her?
If this is her attitude, she'd just get in the way anyway. Who cares?
Don't you want to call another family member, Grandmother?
That's all right. I've already said everything I wanted to say. I want to use my last remaining hours to talk to you alone.
We can talk once you recover. Grandmother?
How strange to hear that from you, Athena. You are always such an honest little girl. Can't you see that I don't have much time? Sometimes I wonder whether I was too harsh on you. The ceremony and the Astral Council have cleared the air in Amorphis. The Knights of Convallaria have become a sword and shield, protecting this illustrious land. People speak of the old days like myths, when we used to fight over everything. But they are not myths to me. They are memories. It is with eternal sadness that I recall how many flag bearers lost their lives on the battlefield. Those are the old days now. It's been over a century. Hardly anyone left. And I'm beginning to worry whether I can live up to what was expected of me.
That won't happen! Omorphes has the Knights of Convallaria. It has me! I will do everything I can to protect the new era given to us by our predecessors.
Oh, you really do remind me of myself when I was your age. I had dreams of raising you exactly how I was raised. I hoped you'd become like a second me, so that when I was gone, you would have command of the Knights of Convallaria. The times are always changing, and I don't know whether Amorphis will always need somebody like Colleen Pallas to guide us onto the right path. If only he was still here with us. I'm sure he could tell us what to do. I'm sure he could provide another way.
Grandmother!
I've taken such care in these last years to teach you all I know about fighting, about the mission of the Knights of Convallaria. That's the only thing in this world that I really understand. And so, it's no surprise that people used to think I had no sense of humor. They would say I take everything on myself. Before I go, I'd like to leave you with a few choice words, just like he did. I charge you to lead the Knights of Convallaria with strength and honor. Protect the Astral Council and the ceremony. This is what our predecessors left Amorphis, a shining foundation of glorious stability. But if one day this all disappears, that will not be the end. Where did the Knights of Convallaria come from, originally? From nothing. We had nothing. A place of destitution, surrounded by enemies on all sides. It may be difficult, but I believe that Amorphis will always vanquish the darkness, whatever form it takes. Because the people are honest and lead with an honest heart. So long as the desire of freedom and honesty remain, it does not matter how bad things get during an age of darkness. Sooner or later, a voice always calls everyone back to the light. Athena, when that time comes, it will be enough for the Knights of Convallaria to tell right from wrong and to raise their swords for freedom and justice.
I shall remember that.
Thank you, Athena, and I'm sorry.
Grandmother. I remember now. It's not over. As long as there are people ready to defend the ideals of freedom and creativity, then the Knights of Convallaria still have reason to fight.
So, you've finally come to your senses.
Yes, thank you for the reminder.
Oh, come off it. Couldn't miss a chance to give you a dressing down. And I took it.
Thank you, Hera.
I'm sure we can get the Sapphira Core back with Commander Athena's help. Let's go, Admin.
Drowsy will lead us, following the crumbs left by the Seed of Dreams. Don't get lost.
did end up meeting here after all. It must be fate, admin.
I'm Heimdall, director of the Cryptics. Give